Hello YouTube, this is Conrad, and this is part one of my toolbox tour working as a master tech. Okay, started first with my seed chrome toolbox, red one. I've had this toolbox for a few years now, and it's never let me down. It's very tough. I drag my bring my toolbox to wherever car I'm working on, and of course on this side here I put on some magnets. These are the three lights that I have. So the this is mainly used for inspections and basically working. It's made by Chrome. Okay. Yeah, and I think this is also rebranded from the US or something. But anyway, this is a Hella Mini. Love this torch for mainly inspections. Okay, this is mainly for inspections, magnetized, very good. And this one here is by Blue Point, chargeable as well. All the torches are chargeable nowadays anyway. So yeah, yeah, that's very efficient in terms of illumination. So yeah, and on this side over here, I've got my safety glasses. Um, be Gotta be safe in working on special tools or blowing off something on the engine bay or whatever. Yeah. Next would be WD-40, and then you got some brake parts cleaner, silicone spray, and then the HHS 2000, and also the silicone gasket. Oh, by the way, the ear mops when grinding or smashing stuff and that sort of thing. So yeah, top drawer. Okay, top drawer. So this is my top drawer. I got my pry bars, my standard screwdrivers, pick tool by Snap-on. This one I actually modified. It's an old screwdriver of mine, but I actually made it sharp to use it as a what they call stuff, as a hose tool in when taking off radiator hoses and that sort of thing. So smaller screwdrivers, clip removal tools, big one, the small one, and also this one I actually modified as well. One of my screwdrivers, actually bent this for to be used on airbags and that sort of thing. So yeah, pliers, wire crimping tool. Okay, it's not that super fancy, but it does the job. Okay, cutter, small vice grip, long nose vice grip. My favorite, cutter, side, I think side cutter pliers. Okay, and then 45-degree extra long long nose. The hose, what do you call this up? If you can see that, use this for hoses. Hose plier tool. This one's a hose clamp. I believe it's a hose clamp tool for I believe European cars, Audi, Volkswagen, this sort of thing. I've got here my snapping pliers. One's a pointed one, and one is the Nipex flathead sort of thing. So yeah, and regular size long nose. This one here is a hose clamp tool as well. I think I've used this for Audi and Volkswagens. This one here is the Snap-on 90-degree bend. Yeah, that's one. Okay, mechanical plier, water pump plier, and I've got the Snap-on straight long nose plier. So yeah, those are mainly the pliers. And actually have a small long nose plier. This one's one of my favorite. mainly using on electronics and that sort of thing. So yeah, because it actually gives you precision cutting points, precision long nose. What else? What else? I've got here my this one's my tweeter. Okay, tweeter and scissors for gaskets or whatever needs to be scissored, I guess. On this side here, actually have my magnet, extendable magnet. Have here my center punch, automatic ones. Once you press on, this one here, I've fabricated a tool for it's basically an air blower. So plug into the compressed air hose and then helps out clean the bay, that sort of thing. Makes me more efficient. And so some of these stuffs I got from mainly from tension and bearings. Those pins, they actually are helpful in terms of releasing belts and that sort of stuff. So yeah. Okay, inspection mirror. Okay, inspection mirror and paint marker, the burring tool, snap-on pick tools. So basically, I bought a set of snap-on pick tools, but the straight one I barely use, so that's why I just left it in my other toolbox. Okay, and this one here, I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, should be all right. This one here mainly used for seals or O-rings. It's a flat head thing. This one's has a 45-degree bend, some sort. Yeah. Again, I've got two snap-on screwdrivers. So you'll see here one. I've been naughty. Actually use a hammer on this one just to fix up something. But yeah, and this one I don't know if you could see that. Actually shaved it off or grind it. Yeah. I use this on O-rings, hoses, whatever. So whatever that doesn't require sharp edges or something. So yeah, that one and this one as well. Okay, so yeah, and plastic pry bar. Okay, I had extra one, that's why I needed to cut one. Just in some cases you really need some precision stuff like this that it can't be helped. This is the automotive world basically. So yeah, a scraping tool. This yellow thing is used for releasing or adjusting drum brakes, brake shoes. This one's for air conditioning valve servicing. So yeah, taking off valves and that's all. So let me just put this back together. Yeah, okay. So yeah, up to the next second drawer. Bling bling. Yeah. Okay, so got here on this side is the oil drain plug tools. Okay, oil filter tools, spring loaded, and the spider type or the 3-finger type. This one can help you tighten and release the oil filter. This one only goes one way. Okay, so it's spring loaded. So I made use of both whenever it's necessary. Okay, snap-on ratchet, one of my favorite ratchets. Okay, 3/8 drive. This is 3/8 drive. This is 3/8 drive extensions. One is a regular one. Okay, if you can see that, and the other one is actually a wobble type. Okay, wobble type. This one was a spare, was a one of my ratchets of mine that I just swapped the handles. This is one of my power handles. uh, I needed a ratchet that was what slightly shorter than this, but at the same time I need to flex it because I've been using only two ratchets. This is chrome fixed type ones, and also the snap one. So something in between that has a bit of a flex head. You see, I made it a little bit slightly longer than the seed chrome. So yeah, that's the one that I've used. So yeah, and so far serves me well. Now this one is our actually eTorx straight drive deep socket. Okay, so deep socket eTorx. Now yeah, sliding T handle straight drive. So basically, mainly this drawer is actually for straight drive sockets. So sliding T handle, breaker bar straight drive, and another modified. Let me just quickly show you. Modified ratchet 3/8 drive for reaching into like tensioners, alternators in front of the engine that has really tight spaces, and you can't actually put your arm onto them, or this one comes a little bit too short. So this is the one that I've used. I've recently just got this made because I got this ratchet head with on a special or something, but it's just on the back corner there, and I haven't been using it that much. So you know what? I needed an extra long ratchet. Might as well just make myself one. So yeah. So and the rest is history. Okay, let me just put this away. And this is actually my standard size straight drive socket set. So as you will notice, it's something in here. Let me just quickly. Okay, so yeah, this 10, 11, 12, and 13 are all snap-on magnetic ones. So this is basically size 6, 7, 8. I skipped 9 because I barely use 9 in this one. So and this would be 14, 15, 16, and then 17, and yeah, up to I believe to 24. Now in this section is the rest. So this part I haven't got the chance to fix it on the toolbox, but yeah, it still should be alright. It's still working for me. This one's for the eTorx, and yeah, eTorx 3/8 drive. That's this one, and then from this point will be the Torx. So Torx, I believe I'm up to 60 now. I've got an additional the back here, which is the 60 size 1670, but we'll go through that a little bit later. So in addition to, I've got the long extensions, I've got the medium extensions, and these are actually my short extensions. So I've got the wobble, I've got the standard, and I've got the wobble plus, I think they call this one, if I'm not mistaken. It's from Snap-on. So you plug in, you push in the socket up to this point, it's wobbly. You push it a little bit more and it becomes a standard socket. So Snap-on, very durable, very useful. Love this tool. Now this, we've got the size PH3 screwdriver, 3/8 drive, and I've got this one I just made for myself. This one's a PH2 because I've been using it from drum brakes and that sort of thing. This one's a tool bit adapter. Okay, so and this one is a special stubby 7mm hex bit, mainly used on what, the BMW caliper, brake calipers, pins. So yeah, very useful, universal, and wobbly. So yeah, excuse me. And yeah, this side here is my deep sockets. I'm actually using all metrics. I barely work on cars that requires standard size, or inches or something. That's what we call it. So I actually use these deep sockets more than the standard sockets because of I can easily hold on to them, chuck them in on the impact wrench, or the ratchet, in and out easy. So yeah, and this section will be the quarter drive. So ratchet, see, so this is my gear wrench ratchet, and this is my modified, okay, ratchet, short ratchet. Every now and then I come across jobs that just requires or just have little space onto them, like alternator or intake manifolds, something like that. So this actually saved me a few times already. So yeah, this used to be like a king chrome, and it's actually extendable type of ratchet. But since I've got this ratchet over here, gear wrench, that's fairly longer. So yeah, I just decided to do that. So yeah, yeah, let me just chuck this one there. This one here is the adapters. So 3/8, 1/2, 3/8, and then 3/8 and 1/2. I've got the 3/8, 1/4, 1/4, 3/8. I've got the breaker bar. I've got the quarter drive. This is actually three. All of these are wobble short, medium, and long. And this one here is the standard ones, which is short, medium, and long. So yeah, what else? I've got here the universal, and got here a spinner or something. So yeah, flat screwdrivers, Phillips. What's this? Yeah, sorry, this is Torx, and from this point becomes hex. So I believe hex. This might be about what 6, 7, 8, if I'm not mistaken, or 5, 6, 8, something like that. I'm not too sure. Just have this anyway here. This is most of the times that I use. It should be 12, 10, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, and then 5, 4, and 3, and then I think 3.5 or something. But yeah, of course, in this side here is the normal quarter drives. Hope you can see that clearly. So I've got here up to 14 mil quarter drive. Okay, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and then 8, and then 7, 6. I don't know if you can see that. 5, 4, and then 4.5 or something. But these ones I've got the magnetic, so it's 8, 10, and 12. That's it. So I've gone through the hex bits. I've gone through this. Deep sockets, quarter drive. I only have the biggest I have is actually 13 mil. That's it. This one's the 10 mil. So I put on some heat shrinks there just to be able to mark it and grab it quickly. So I've shown you this extra long, the long quarter drive ratchet. Oh, let me just put this back here. So yeah, I've got the regular handle, quarter drive, 3/8, okay, and then the 3/8 extra short. Yep, I snap on. Saved me a couple of times already. This one every now and then get to use. It's not as often as the other ratchets. So this one's the gear type ratchet where you actually turn, whichever turn you go, left or right, it's actually going to turn the head to whichever direction you've actually set it. So yeah, and this is the other Torx. I think this one's T60 and this one's T70. This one's T70 I've used for like drain plugs of Subarus, something, servicing them. Yeah, 20.8 spark plug socket. Just regular one. This one wobble 16. I've got the locking type extension here, goes with it. Regular 5/8. wobble 14 mil with the spark plug socket with 12 sides, and also we've got a 14 mil extra deep. So I don't know if you want to call it extra deep or just deeper than this one, but still 12 sides. So yeah, two sockets for control arms, aluminum control arms. If you wanna see, could you see that? So yeah, just to opening up the control arms to be able to pull out the ball joints or put them in much easier. So yeah, what else? Tri-square. Tri-square. Volkswagen, Audis, love them that much. Tri-squares. You gotta have them. They are all 3/8 by got them in Blue Point. What else? 9mm hex. Only one half drive. That's and 9mm deep socket in flower in 12 sides. So yep, that's why I don't have them here, because I barely use the 9mm, and my tray is kind of a bit short on space already. This one here is the deep socket quarter drive extra deep, 10mm extra deep. So yeah, this is where they go. This is my trades drawer. Put this one here, put this one here. Simple, just that's a good thing. That's a beauty about tools being organized. Okay, you don't have to spend that much time on trying to look for them, isn't that? Even if putting them all together, or putting them back in the toolbox, easier. If you familiarize, I mean, it's a case to case basically. But for me, I love my tools being organized so I could be more effective in working on cars basically. So yeah, where were we? Yeah, third drawer. So this is my third drawer. Okay, so yeah, spanners. In Australia, we call these spanners. So I worked in Australia for a couple of years as a master tech. So I just put some shrink tubes already in them. This will be the size 10. This will be the 12, and this will be the 13 because I've used this so many times. This is by Sidcrom, good quality. And the other toolbox after 19 would be Max Top already. Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. The length is a little bit shorter, so you see Sidcrom here is up to this long already, and with Max Up 21 it's just shorter. So you're going to be a little bit short in terms of leverage, but it does work. It does help me do my job. Should be all right. Okay, I'm going to leave them as for time being, and they're up to 32, my fixed spanners. So I've got random 8mm snap-on, 9, and then 7 spanner. Excuse me, sorry about that. What else? And 8 and 10 flex ratcheting Blue Point. Okay, 8mm, 10mm. So I've got the flex heads. Okay. Okay. Yep. I've got flex heads, and I've got the flex head here. So these flex heads here, they were supposed to be long flex head spanners, but since I actually gave my other flexible spanners to my nephew, I just decided to cut them because they're actually nice, because they're actually magnetic. They're from Trade Tools up in Queensland. So they're magnetic. Yeah, you switch them in whichever direction you need them to be. So yeah, they just work fine. I wouldn't recommend forcing them because yeah, they're not supposed to be forced. If you're going to force something, like put a bit of tension or pressure or torque on loosening or tightening, I suggest you use the fixed ones. Okay, fixed one spanners. This one here are the so yeah, since my seed chrome spanners are the fixed ratcheting ones are actually up to 19 only. I just ordered 22 and a 21 mil. So the 21 mil, they're different brands. They're this one's a max top, and this one I don't know, just ordered online or something, just to have me a bit of just 22. So I barely use these sizes anyway, so should be alright. Just going to leave them there for the time being. So yeah, 21 is actually much more longer than the 22. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, 10 mil. Okay, I actually ordered an extra. I think this one's 7 or 8. Yeah, this one's a 7. So yeah, 7. And this one's the bits that you use on socket holders for the spanners. Helpful. Should be all right. Okay, and these ones are my long spanners. They're actually from Gear Wrench. So the one side is actually fixed one, a 0-degree angle, and the other one is just goes through one direction, but at least it does the job. So one direction flexed long. So yeah, that one, the fixed one, they're actually good on for suspension. Stubby ratcheting stubby. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, now that's a third drawer. That's actually part 1. If you like it, please hit like, okay, share, comment, subscribe. That's it. I'll be doing the part 2 of my toolbox tour right now. Thank you.